see a few of them. I see Amber. I'm so happy and grateful now for my retired in 365 family. So happy and grateful now that I'm pushing through my paradigm. And I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm Chairman 10 by December 31st, 2020. Let's go. I'm so happy and grateful now to be alive, to be a part of this family, and for changing lives of others and myself. That's excellent. I know it's more people that have happy and gratefuls. Go ahead and drop them. I can't see above Amber's, but you know, I got something really powerful for you guys today. Um, I hope you're super excited, high off life right now. And I see a few more just came in. Gloria says, I'm happy and grateful that I am starting to do what my mentor expects me to do. Come on now. Jasmine says, I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm Chairwoman 10 by December 31st, 2020. I'm impacting lives all over the world with this opportunity, and I have God to guide me to the promised land. Amen. I'm happy and grateful for another 24 hours given by God. Blessed to know that thoughts are things so we can think and grow rich. Come on. Also blessed to be within the Retired in 365 family. That's awesome. I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm pushed to my limit every day and I'm growing to be the person I want to be. Come on. I'm so happy and grateful for the essentials, breath, food, shelter, and love from God. Come on. I'm so happy and grateful now for a great day, for God giving me the seeds to plant and grow as a person, for the ability to vibrate at a higher frequency. Come on. Come on. I'm so happy and grateful now to be a part of this family, this opportunity, and the ability to help others. Let's go. I love it, man. So, today we're going to talk about, you know, um, something that is seemingly not so important, but is critical. Absolutely critical. Um, how many of you guys right now in your everyday speech, that's a phrase, I can't afford it. I can't afford it. Right? How many of you guys have that in your speech right now? What about, oh man, that's expensive. That's expensive. Right? What about, I at least want to be Chairman 10 by December 31st, 2020. I at least want to be Platinum 1000 by the end of November. Seems to be nothing wrong with that, right? Right? How about this? I'm gonna try to make the call tonight. I'll try to make the call. I'll try to grow my account to $1,000. I'll try. What about, at the latest, I'll be a Platinum 5,000 by the end of 2020. At the latest, right? What about hopefully this thing works out. Hopefully I'll make some money in my first 30 days. Hopefully it'll all work itself out, right? What about Chairman 10 in 30 days, man? That's impossible. That's impossible, right? Or how about, man, 275 for the elite package? No, I don't got the money. I don't have the money. Ladies and gentlemen, these words and phrases you must remove from your life. Can't say it. These are what I call mediocre words. Mediocre words. Uncertainty words. These are failure words. Failure words. And unless you make a declaration about where you want your life to go, unless you get really certain about what you're doing with your life and your time, you won't see what you want. Whenever I'm launching a new person on my team and I'm doing the 5 reasons why, I explain to the person that this is the most important exercise you will ever do in your entire life. This exercise will change your life. Many people go through life not understanding how to set a goal. Right? That 5 reasons why exercise is massively important. And what I explain to them is, and some of you guys have heard me do this analogy before, but if I type in my GPS in my phone, pizza stores in my area, if I desire a pizza and I type in my phone, pizza stores in the area, it's going to show me 5 to 10 different pizza spots in my area. But does that get me closer to a physical pizza that I can eat? No, that's not going to get the result that I want. If I want a pizza, what do I need? I need the specific address to where the pizza is located. The goal is like the address. It has to be very specific. The directions on how to get to the pizza store, right? That's mentorship for your goal. You need a solid plan to take you from where you are to where you want your life to be. So it's essential to know where you want your life to go. It's essential to have the address to the pizza location, where the actual pizza is located, so you can go there. Right? So it's said like this: a double-minded man is unstable in all their ways. You got to be able to make a declaration of where you want your life to go. When I talk to people and I'm launching them, I help them understand that I can't help you unless I know exactly what you want, not what you need. Hey, Javon, can you mute everybody? Not what you need. I don't want to know what you need. I want to know what you want, because nobody can tell you that you're wrong. I can't tell you that if you say, I want to be a chairman 10 in the next 45 days. I can't tell you that you're wrong. If you say, I want to be at $10,000 a month by December 31st, 2020. I'm not qualified to tell you that you're wrong. I'm not qualified to tell you that you can't. However, make sure you work to match that goal. I muted everybody. Make sure your work ethic matches that goal. Now, what does this have to do with speech and what you say out your mouth? Your brain, your mind is an antenna. You attract to it whatever frequency you're vibrating on. We teach this all the time. So you speaking these words is not going to move your life towards the direction you want it to go. You might think that it's so unimportant, that it's not that serious. But the direction that you want your life to go and where you want to take your life has to be certain. Has to be certain. And if 1 minute you're talking like it's already done, 1 minute you're talking from a high frequency because you're in an environment where there's a lot of belief. You're on the virtual event. You're you're on the Just Run call. You're on the Believe Bigger Faster call, and you're vibrating on a high frequency because the energy from the call, from the speaker, you can feel it in that moment. But when you get away from the call, when you get away from the Zoom, when there's nobody around you and you actually have to do the work, and there's nobody to get you on that higher frequency, there's nothing to be said to take you to high belief. When you're by yourself, that's when it matters. If you move based on how you feel in the moment, you won't get what you want. You got to get to a place mentally where you know that you know that you know that your 5 reasons why will happen. Despite what it looks like, despite what it feels like, despite how long it might take, all of those factors don't matter. I studied billionaires, right? It took Bill Gates 40 years to become a billionaire. It took Jay-Z 20 years to become a billionaire. It took the lady who started the company, the product Spanx, 3 years to become a billionaire. That's 3 different generations. So what that's telling you is the time, as technology moves forward, the time it takes to go from broke to extremely wealthy is actually condensed because of the speed of information. Now, those people don't get to where they're going, none of them, without a singular focus. A singular focus. I need you to understand, do you think that when Tyler Perry was homeless, sleeping in his car, trying to figure out how to get his plays off the ground, you think he was thinking about what he could afford? Or do you think he was thinking about finding a way to get it done? What you think about is the direction your life will move. So when he was homeless, sleeping in his car, spending every single dollar he could get his hands on to put these plays on, and 10 people will show up in the audience. Do you think he was thinking about the fact that it was getting expensive? Or do you think he was thinking about making sure that each time he got better, each time he progressed? Do you think he had time to let doubt creep in? Because Tyler Perry is a billionaire now too, who was homeless in his car. Austin Gossie was homeless in his car. Now making $250,000 a month. How do people do that? I'm gonna tell you this much: they wasn't thinking about trying. They wasn't thinking about hopefully it works out. Like, I really want y'all to understand what chairman is about. I don't want you to fool yourself. I don't want you to think that you could just talk the talk and not walk the walk. There is a blueprint to chairman. A blueprint. There's a mentality to chairman. By any means necessary, as long as it takes. I'm not stopping. I'm not quitting. I'm going to win. I'm going to make every person who told me no have a conversation in the future where they say, I knew that person. I knew her. I knew him. We used to talk on the phone. We used to be cool. I should have listened. How many conversations do you think Bryce had like that? 24 years old, making $900,000 a month. How many people do you think regret telling him no? Wish they got started. Do you think he was talking about at least? At the latest? Chairman starts here, and whatever is here comes out of here. Which is why we tell you to read your 5 reasons why every single day. Every single day. Ladies and gentlemen, every single day, multiple times a day, which is why we tell you to write your affirmations. You see, you're not ready to go chairman until you do these things consistently. Like, shout out to Javon, who had the bar of the year, had the quote of the year. If you got to be told twice, you're not ready. If this came up, if you heard this before about a week or 2 ago, and now I'm saying it again today, and you still didn't take the action 2 weeks ago, and consistently and up until this point, you've been doing what I'm saying, you're not ready. I thought this was a motivation call, Charles. Trying to motivate you to take the action to change your life. I'm not just trying to give you the feel goods. I'm not trying to just make you feel high, right? You get high every day at 11:30 a.m. Leave the call feeling good. 2 minutes after the call ends, no action changed. Ain't you tired of that? Ain't you tired of that? Aren't you tired? I made the decision to win. And I ain't been failing for a long time. It wasn't until I made the decision to win, started thinking like a winner, speaking like a winner, behaving like a winner. And it's no secret, I started winning. If you're thinking about quitting, you're not ready to be a chairman. You're not ready to have $1 million trade account. Because Bill Gates did one thing for 40 years. Steve Jobs, Oprah Winfrey, Tyler Perry, right? LeBron James. You got to get good at one thing for an extended period of time. You got to master something. But if you keep quitting things, mediocre. Hey, what's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? Where the boss at? What time are we taking lunch today, boss? Mediocre conversations. You're not ready to win. Until you start treating this thing like it's the solution of a lifetime, like it can change everything about your life, you just trying it out. I don't got no quit in me. I don't got no quit in me. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to stop being mediocre. But before you can change the actions, you got to change what you're thinking. We're not trying to afford nothing. We're not trying to afford nothing. We're trying to be able to there's no such as expensive. Take that word out your vocabulary. You need to buy what you want or you don't, and you got to find a way to afford it. You got to find a way to get the money. There's $300,000 Bentleys. And guess what? People are buying them. Either you have the money to go buy a Bentley or you don't. They're expensive. If you don't want to pay $12 for a cup of coffee, you don't have to. But it's not expensive. You just made the decision not to buy it. No such thing as expensive. You have to take that word out your vocabulary if you want to attract riches, if you want to be wealthy, if you want to have generational wealth. There is no such thing as expensive. Let me ask you a question. You think billionaires have life insurance? Now, you need life insurance. That's not what I'm saying. But my point is this. Do you think billionaires are trying to find a way to afford stuff? No. No. At least. Right? Ain't it funny how when people talk about being a millionaire, they say the average millionaire has 7 streams of income. They talking about millions of dollars and still their mind is on average. How? Wow. If I'm gonna be a millionaire, I ain't trying to be the average one. My mentor, not my mentor, one of my friends who's in a separate industry has a mentor who had a mentor that has 9, or at the time, this was 4 years ago when I heard this story. There's a woman who at that time had 92 streams of income. 92 streams of income. She was in her mid 60s. At that time, she had 2 jets. She's from Canada. She loves her country, but it's cold about 8 months out the year where she's from. So she lives in Canada 4 months, and then she flies to Florida to her villa, and she lives there for 8 months out the year. And she's been adding 1 stream of income a month for like 15 years. That was 4 years ago. The average millionaire. Why you always got your mind on average? Why you always trying to be like everybody else? Be the outlier. Chairmen are momentum creators, right? Think about this. Chairmen, how many of you heard this before? Chairmen are momentum creators. They don't wait for momentum to start. They go create some momentum in their organization. Why do you have to wait until you're a chairman to actually do that? Like I always said, right? Where's my paper? Here it is, right here. Right? This is my 50 signups ASAP list. Every time I show y'all this, it's less spaces. I've been working on this since September 1st is when I put the first name on this list. Every time I sign somebody up, I put a name on this list. I said, I put my intentions on 50 signups as soon as possible. It's November 17th. But Charles, you're a chairman. What's taking you so long? Right? Wrong mentality, right? I still haven't filled the sheet up, but guess what? I'm only a few days away. I'm 6 spaces away from 50 signups since September 1st. Let me ask you a question. How many signups have you had since September 1st? Have you even set the intention? Like I told you guys before, if you want to sign up 10 people in 1 week, first you got to set the intention. Get a piece of paper and write 10 signups ASAP. Work your way up to your belief level, getting to the point where you can sign up 50 people ASAP. You'll never sign up 10 people in a week if you don't set a goal to sign up 10 people in a week. Start thinking like a winner. I don't care if you've never done it before. You got to do it one time to prove to yourself that you can do it over and over again. Maybe 5 signups in the next 5 days. Do something. Put your focus on something to win, not to lose. I don't care how you feel. I didn't ask you how you feel about it. I didn't ask you if you believe you can do it. I didn't ask you none of that. I said, set the intention. Set the intention to win. Don't be mediocre. Decide, make the decision to go higher. And then once you make that decision, nothing in your life, this decision that you make, nothing that happens in your life can stop you. Nothing. Nothing. Not a bad, not your circumstances. It doesn't matter what happens. I need y'all to understand this. Chairmans operate with a different level of intensity. The faster you start thinking like a chairman, behaving like a chairman, moving like a chairman, and this goes for the trade account as well. The faster you start behaving like a success, you will see success. But if you have this mediocre mentality, these mediocre thoughts, do you ever think you're going to get to a high level performer? If you just stay with mediocre thoughts, mediocre speech, if you keep screaming chairman season, but you won't do a presentation, you won't get uncomfortable. Come on, it's mighty quiet on this live. This is mighty quiet on this Zoom. I'm trying to get you to change your mentality so you can change your life. Change your way of operating so you can elevate fast, not slow. Success loves speed, right? The moment you start thinking differently about what you're doing is the moment you'll begin influencing others to want to do it with you. I need y'all to understand this is real business. Real business. Like I said before, there's chairmen in this company that own oil wells. There's chairmen in this company that own fast food chains. They own Subways, Airbnbs all over the world. We are investors. We are real business owners. This ain't some internet thing. This company is paying people $100,000 a month. And if you can't get excited about that, I got to check your pulse. If you can't get excited about doing something that has the potential to pay you $500,000 a month, $750,000 a month, you can't get excited about that. And the thing that we do is make money from a phone. Ladies and gentlemen, stop making this hard. Get excited and go share. Tell a story. There's plenty of stories in the Blitz group. Go look at the Travelpreneurs group, find somebody's story, tell it. Get your own story, not $1,000 in a day story, $20 in a day story. Go tell somebody about that. Go get excited about the fact that you have a skill to multiply money from a phone. The one who stays excited and committed the longest wins. That's it. That's it. Afford it. We're not trying to afford nothing. Expensive. There's no such thing as expensive. At least. We're not trying to do the least. We're trying to do the most. Stop saying at least anything. Stop saying you'll try. People who try don't win. People who do win. People who make a commitment to win, they win. We ain't trying to do nothing. We made the decision to win at the latest. No, we're not trying to do something as late as possible. We have definite goals, definite commitments that we're moving our life towards. We have a hard deadline. that we will meet. Hopefully. Why hope to achieve something? Why not just go do it? We ain't hoping nothing. We're going to achieve it. We're going to do it. There's no such thing as impossible. I witnessed somebody hit Chairman 25 in 5 weeks. The level of activity was different. Do you think he wasn't giving presentations? No, he was giving. Gary McSween was giving 7 presentations a day for 5 weeks straight. He wasn't waiting for his upline to do the presentation for him. He wasn't waiting for the organization to have a presentation to invite people to. No, he took his future in his own hands, got excited, and started giving the presentation day one. See, winners win. Winners go out and do. Ain't nothing impossible. You 5 weeks away from changing your life. And listen to me. God won't expose you to nothing you can't have. So if somebody else did it, you can do it too. But you got to decide to do it. We're not reading this book for nothing. We're not reading this book for nothing. The principles I'm talking about is written about in this book. I don't have the money. You keep saying that, you won't ever have the money. I don't care how much what it is that you want is. Instead of saying how or I don't have the money, you better find a way to get the money. You better find a way to afford it. Ladies and gentlemen, these are very simple principles. Very simple principles. But it's also easy not to do. You want to be a winner? Make the decision to win. Don't speak mediocre. Don't think mediocre. You can't. When I say I was so broke, I couldn't listen to myself, that I really mean that. I brainwashed myself for success. If your current situation about your finances is uncomfortable, you should be listening to motivation. You should be listening to Cash Cow, the audio of the month. You should be listening to chairman's. You should only be listening to things that's going to increase your faith 24 as much as you can. There's no such thing as a radio for you. There's no such thing as a TV for you. Your current financial situation should be so uncomfortable that you are literally brainwashing yourself to believe that you can do what it is that you want to do. You don't have time to be entertained. It's an emergency. And when you start operating like it's an emergency, things are going to happen. And this is the guy with a wife and 9 kids talking to you. Let's not forget that. I'm not talking down to you. I'm talking from experience. You got to be built differently up here. I'm not trying to give you the feel goods on these motivation calls no more. I'm trying to give you what you need to go take action. Forget feeling good. Let's go make it happen so we can live good. Right? Feeling good ain't doing it for you. Y'all getting high every morning. Y'all getting emotionally high, and then you leave this call, nothing changes about your activity, about your behavior. That stops now. I need you to grow what you want. That's all I got. Javon, it's on you, my friend. Or I guess it's on me. Ladies and gentlemen, what we got today? Let me see. Let's go check the schedule. I'm gonna tell you what we got today. At 4:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is not on the schedule, but I'll be doing a training, and I'll drop the information for that training. I'm be doing a training with another organization at 4:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today. I'm gonna drop it in the announcement section of the Discord. So make sure you check for that flyer to be dropped. It's gonna be powerful. 4:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will be doing the training with another organization. We have the beginner setup at 3:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There is no opportunity calls today, right? We're not doing a 2 and 8 o'clock on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays anymore. The 2 and the 8 o'clock presentation for RetiredIn365 is now only happening on Monday and Thursday. Okay, Monday and Thursday. We got beginner setup with Jasmina at 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. For those of you guys who are going to be a chairman, that call is for you too. If you don't have anybody in your organization, you don't wait until you have somebody in your organization to figure out how to serve them. You need to come to this beginner setup so you can understand how to help somebody begin, so you can serve people the right way. So this training is not just for new people, it's for everybody. Make sure you show up to those beginner setups that Jasmina does. That's so powerful. She does it flawlessly every single time. Shout out to you, Jasmina, for your service. We appreciate you for stepping up, for being the leader that you are. Definitely come to that call if you plan on being a chairman, so you can learn how to get people set up the right way. And then tonight, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, don't miss this training. We got an intro to trading. We got an intro to trading webinar tonight, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you have these things, alarms set in your phone, so you don't ever miss a training. And if you're new, you want to get organized and with plugging into this schedule is your success. I want to let you know that. The more these calls you plug into, the faster you will be successful, okay? All right, ladies and gentlemen, I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. It's always a pleasure to be before you. I hope I said something that impacted you and motivated you to make a change, motivated you to go out and do something different. Different action breeds different results, okay? No more mediocre words, no more thinking average. I want you guys to understand that you were created to be great. You were born rich. Now you just got to go through the process of expressing who you were born to be to attract the riches that you want. I hope you caught that. Everybody have a blessed day. I'll see you guys on the calls for the rest of the day. Peace.